Adam Sandler was fired from SNL, laughed at by critics, and ignored by awards.
When they fired you, it really caught you by surprise.
This is how I got fired.
And then he rewrote the rules.
The winner of the Best Comedic Performance is Adam Sandler.
God bless you all!
But there's one decision he made that could have ended his career. Instead, it made him a legend.
He's like the likable loser, do you know what I mean? And so okay with it. He's just like, I am who I am.
I'm not exactly sure what the hell I am.
So how did Adam Sandler turn failure into a success machine?
Hello, my name is Adam Sandler. Can I get a hell yeah?
In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how he turned getting fired into his biggest opportunity. Why the anti-strategy of doubling down on your too much might just be your competitive advantage, and what I'm calling the 3-step Sandler feedback filter, so you always know you're building for the right people. Everything Adam Sandler became started in a shared bedroom in New Hampshire with his brother Scott. Scott said the wild part out loud. You're funny, you're musical, you're a performer.
My older brother Scott, I shared a bedroom with him my whole childhood, and he was always nice to me. He's always calm with me, and he would just tell me I'm funny all the time. He'd say I was great on the guitar, tell me I could sing as good as Steven Tyler. So my brother was the one who said I should be an actor. I said, what should I do with my life? He said, you should be an actor.
And honestly, this is where I get hooked on Sandler's story. I have a sister just like this, and I try to be this person for my daughter too, because the research on resilience is clear. Having someone in your corner cheering you on makes all the difference. So at 17, Scott drives Adam to Stitch's Comedy Club in Boston. Adam gets up for his first set ever and bombs. Spectacularly. Like brain fog babbling bomb.
I remember one guy screaming out, he still has a retainer.
But on the way home, Scott made Adam feel like he'd delivered the performance of a lifetime. He told Adam the audience loved him. He just needed to prepare next time. Adam left that night believing he might actually have what it takes.
That's in the days when every damn thing I did, I was like, this is the one. I'm getting judged on this.
That borrowed belief became the bedrock of everything else that followed.
Not because he killed a dog, just because 30 cents clicked in the meter while he was doing it, you know? And I don't get that kind of bread right now. I don't have that kind of money, not yet.
Fast forward to his early 20s, and Adam is on Saturday Night Live. Creating characters like Opera Man and Cajun Man made him a breakout star.
She demand no huge prenup. Marty's got him by goodness.
His Hanukkah song became a cultural phenomenon.
Put on your yarmulke, here comes Hanukkah. So much funaka to celebrate Hanukkah.
But some executives saw Sandler's popularity as a problem. They wanted more sophisticated, less Sandler. The call came in spring of 1995. He is out. His friend Chris Farley, too. When Sandler's agent delivered the news, he tried to frame it as a mutual decision. Like, oh, you're ready to move on, aren't you? Sandler's all right for it. He knew he'd been fired.
I was fired, so sad to tell. Well, I never saw it coming. I got fired from SNL.
He just lost the platform that minted movie stars. While Farley tragically spiraled deeper into addiction, eventually overdosing in 1997, Sandler did something different, something most people wouldn't have the guts to do. He bet on himself. Sandler had already been working on his first movie, Billy Madison, when he got fired. His producer gave him some advice. He said, make sure your second movie is in development, just in case your first one tanks.
Hey, you're out! Doyle rules!
So while Billy Madison is still in post-production, Sandler starts writing with his roommate.
Me and Herlihy started writing Billy Madison over the facts.
The inspiration was Sandler remembering back to golfing with his friend Kyle as a teenager. Kyle played hockey and could outdrive Sandler by massive distances. Suddenly, the idea for Happy Gilmore was born.
Holy shit!
The two writers were heavily inspired by a movie they loved, Caddyshack. They brought the movie script to former golfer Mark Lai to get his professional opinion. The original script had Happy winning the Masters. Mark thought it was unrealistic and could upset golf fans, so he told him to make the tournament fictional. And they did, switched out the green jackets for gold and all. After 5 drafts, Mark gave them his blessing. When it came time to find a director for Happy Gilmore, Sandler knew exactly who to ask. Dennis had wanted to cast Sandler in a movie, but producers said no because he wasn't well known enough. He wanted Sandler before he was bankable, and Sandler filed that under receipts. So Sandler looked at him and said, "You're the guy who wanted to give me the part. I don't need to know anything else. I want to work with you." Sandler's first movie, Billy Madison, outperforms budgets and studios want more. Happy Gilmore is ready to go. We're talking a raging hockey player, tantrums, a villain named Shooter.
Hey, who's that? Oh, the shorter guy on the right, Doug Thompson. He's the president of the tour. The other guy, Shooter McGavin, leading money winner this year.
And Bob Barker.
The price is wrong, bitch.
It's juvenile by design. He wrote it for the couch, not the awards committee. So while others were trying to be taken more seriously, Sandler was perfecting the art of not giving up. Sandler optimized for rewatch, not reviews. Happy Gilmore hits theaters in February of 1996. Critics roll their eyes, but households press play again. Happy Gilmore returns several times its cost and becomes a cultural touchstone. Sandler wasn't anti-critic, he was just pro-audience.
Thinking of college kids throwing a tape in, sitting down, watching together. That was on our mind when we did it.
From being shown the door to back-to-back box office hits, Sandler became a bankable lead over the next few years. The Wedding Singers softened the edges. The Waterboy blows the doors off.
We were making an album. My buddy Lochran was reading the Sports Illustrated, and we were talking about Waterboys.
Then a quiet move with loud consequences in 1999. Off camera, Sandler does something that changes everything. He puts out his own shingle and forms Happy Madison with his closest friends. It means fewer waits and more green lights. He's got a group of writers and directors who already know the tone. It's a gamble to go your own way. It always is. But it gives him a reliable way to keep making the movies his audience loves. Powers that be damned.
Decided to try to accomplish something that I haven't really done before.
Through the 2000s, he widens the lane. He has sweet spot romances with Drew Barrymore and Jennifer Aniston, a surprise left turn with Punch Drunk Love showing he has a range. He has voice work with Hotel Transylvania.
Welcome to Hotel Transylvania.
And he works with a crew that feels more like friends than coworkers. He's got a system that works. Ownership, collaboration, and putting people first, not prestige. But bucking the system while building success only intensifies criticism.
It's so funny because your films get loved by the public and hated by critics. It's so hilarious.
The Washington Post called him awful. Critics called him grotesquely offensive and stupid. Rex Reed called 50 First Dates abysmally unfunny. Robert Ebert said, "He's an actor we've seen in a series of dim comedies." Most people would have caved under the constant criticisms, imposter syndrome, and just general feeling of not being good enough.
Everybody's been through humiliating, in front of a lot of people.
But Sandler had built an unshakable sense of who he was and who he was here to serve, one we could all learn from. So while Jack and Jill collected Razzies, awards for being truly awful,
And the Razzie for Worst Picture of the Year goes to... What do you think?
Sandler was having the time of his life, making movies with friends, filming on beautiful locations, and having his daughters on set. His call sheet looked like Ancestry.com.
People always would ask me, those bad reviews you get, how does that make you feel? Make you feel like shit? And I'd say, nah, it really doesn't. I think the reason I get to say that didn't hurt me is because so many of you guys in this room made me feel great about what we've done together. And all my fellow comedians, actors, writers, collaborators, crew members, people on the streets, my family, my kids, my forever girl, Jackie, all make me feel like the critics didn't know what the hell they were talking about.
In 2014, his people-first approach paid off. Streaming changed the scoreboard, from reviews to watch hours. Comfort watchers win that game, and Sandler already owned the machine for it. Netflix signed him to a multi-film deal. Reported figures put it around $250 million, later extended. Owning the pipeline meant he could get these platforms exactly what they needed without roadblocks or gatekeepers. In 2020, Netflix reported that subscribers had spent 2 billion hours watching Sandler's films since 2015. Maybe being hated by people who take themselves too seriously is actually a pretty good business model.
Does it matter what the critics say? Do you care about that?
You know, it doesn't matter that much to me. I know what they're gonna say every movie. They're gonna say they don't like it.
24 years after being fired, Sandler returns to host SNL. He stood on the exact stage where he was once told he wasn't good enough, with no more need to prove anyone that they were wrong. He delivered an emotional tribute to Chris Farley that broke the internet, and reminded people why we fell in love with him in the first place. Sometimes the room that rejects you isn't the one that'll recognize you. The same year brought Uncut Gems. Critics finally cheered. Awards buzz followed, Oscar predictions filled the air, and when nominations were announced and Sandler was snubbed, his response was pure Sandler. Bad news, Sandman gets no love from the Academy. Good news, Sandman can stop wearing suits. He still wears basketball shorts to premieres. He still makes movies for kids and college friends sitting on the couch. And whether it's 2025's Happy Gilmore 2,
You dead, shooter.
or a new family comedy, the loop is the same. The critics don't always get it, and that's okay.
50 years of the best times of our lives.
Sometimes your validation doesn't come where you first wanted it. It shows up in the life you built while they looked away. Look, I'm not saying we should all start making fart jokes for a living, but maybe Sandler figured out something the rest of us are still learning. The thing that makes you too much for some people is exactly the thing that makes you irresistible to the right audience. Maybe our too much is often just too specific, and that's our mode. So comment one way why you're too much. Because sophistication is optional, but showing up is not. And if you're graded by rooms you don't control, consider this. You can own the pipeline, or at least parts of it. When you control the calendar, crew, budget, and distribution, the S's come much faster.